So those were all mini combos, just basic follow-ups without the whole thing. Let's take a look now at what goes into the whole thing and how combos actually work. The basic structure is a launcher, the move that begins the combo and lets you keep hitting them. Then you're usually going to have like one or two particular moves that have to hit just right based on the bounce or the angle or distance or whatever. A certain move that you hit them with to continue the juggle. Then you'll have other moves that continue the juggle as long as you can before you run out of time. Then there's a tornado attack. Your tornado attack will spend them spiraling to the ground like that for one more hit, and then you have your combo ender after that. So let's start off with all of your launchers. These are moves that whenever you do them, be prepared for the combo hits. If you're never going to do up forward 3, if you're not ready for the combo, there's no point in doing it, right? Anytime you do that, you know this is a launcher, here it comes. So your regular hit launchers with no other circumstance are up forward 3, down forward 2, pretty common for lots of characters. Down forward 3 plus 4, the round off is a launcher. Straight down 3 plus 4, Matterhorn Ascension is a super risky launcher, but really good for showing off. There's a 2-hit version with up forward 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4 that does that. Not going to work that in a lot, but if you get a clean sidestep in Matterhorn, that feels pretty good. It is there, but it's super risky. So is down back 4. This is a 30-frame snake edge type move. You're never going to hit anybody with this. It's just not going to happen. But if you do, it's a launcher, so be warned though, 30 frames is seriously like way too long. Everyone's going to block that. You're never going to hit people. Up 3, this little flip is a launcher, and up 3, the second hit results in the same kick as forward 3. They both launch. You don't have to like forfeit the combo if you went for the second hit. You just get a different combo there. So those are launchers in a slightly different way. Up 3 plus 4, this little flip kick is actually kind of cool in my opinion. Kind of hard to hit people with. They can sort of get out of the way when they see it coming, and if they're not directly underneath it, they're not going to get hit anyway, but it is plus on block when you land. You just get a little backwards combo out of the deal. I think it's kind of cool. It's neat to use once in a while when you're not thinking about it. Forward 2. This used to be a power crush move, so you had an armored launcher in the last game. Now it's just a regular old launcher, nothing fancy about it. While standing 2, basically the same move as her down forward 2, just a little bit different. You get a higher trajectory off it, so you get a little bit better combo. While standing 3, however, is your basic 15-frame crouching launcher. It just starts with a tornado. While standing 3-4, you never want to do that. There's almost no point. You're forfeiting your entire combo. You should pretty much just be using this for punish, right? It's a 15-frame punisher. There's your combo. And back turned 1 plus 2 is a almost safe mid launcher. The back turn stance, as I mentioned, is really good, and there's a mid launcher in it that you're definitely going to want to use once your opponent is not blocking correctly and they're not thinking. Go for the big stuff. So launchers on counter hit. These are moves that require counter hit. You have to hit them while they're on the way to hit you, basically. Counter hits are you interrupting your opponent's attack. If they're coming flying at you and you tag them with this, that's a counter hit. And these moves all become launchers on counter hit. So first among them is forward 4. This is one of the best keep out moves there is. Safe on block, pushes them away on normal hit. Counter hit, you get this. Really good stuff. Down forward 3 is one of her better offensive tools. It's one of the only things she has that's plus on block. So you're using this to do pressure stuff and you keep doing it. You might catch a counter hit by itself. It's also a launcher. Down back 3 is really cool. It's not as conventional as you think. It looks weird and it's got a weird angle and stuff, but this just eats up jabs. It actually says crouching in the status down there if you look at it. She's got several tech crouch frames built into this. It eats up jabs and counter hits them for a launcher in return. I like that move a lot. Down back 3 plus 4 technically does the same thing. It goes under jabs for a counter hit, but as we talked about before, this is risky as hell. This move is just kind of not worth it when you get basically the same result off of that, which is safe. So it's up to you if you want to go for that. This one's even weirder. While standing 1, 2, 4, that third hit, if that hits as a counter hit, you get a launch from it. But that's going to happen very, very rarely. Most people are going to duck the 1, 2 because that's a high, let alone panic and get hit by that low. That's a tough one. Real tough one. But you just might catch somebody who hasn't seen that in 5 years and not react correctly. Who knows? Sidestep 1 plus 2. This is a weird animal Because if you look at the way that she falls, I'm going to step to the left and hit him, right? Asuka's now facing the camera. I step to the right and hit him. Notice it didn't hit correctly from the front. Now Asuka's facing away from the camera. It'll always turn the opponent the same relative direction. So you do get the same combo path. It's just weird. Why does that have to be so sideways like that? I don't see why. You could at least make them like up in the air a little bit so I have time to correct my combo. You don't. You really just have to go for it with a very specific combo. But there it is. Full crouch, down forward 3. This little slide number. So boop, easy to pick up from that. That used to be do glide 3, but now they moved it into full crouch. Which is fair enough. It's a pretty decent little move. It's quick-ish. It's not super fast, but I don't think they're going to block that too often. It's up to you. Do glide 1, 2. The second hit is a counter hit that does that. This is really important because do glide 1, 2 can cancel like that into back turned, which is very, very risky for you. They can hit you in the back for free pretty much no matter what you do if they're waiting for this cancel. But if you have an opponent that's ready to do that, you let it rock with the second hit and it counter hits them. So it's a really, really high reward situation for you, but the risk is also really, really high. And the last counter hit launcher is Feisty Rabbit 3. Do notice it has to hit from the front. It's one of those things where it only applies from the front. Usually those are like hit throws where it doesn't activate the animation unless it's from the front. But you can see with that, with Feisty Rabbit 3, and same with the sidestep 1+2. If that doesn't hit them squarely in the front, it doesn't work. Whether it was a counter hit or not, it just doesn't work. So be wary of that. You might go for this move and just not get rewards, period. At least Feisty Rabbit, you get a hit. Doesn't knock them down, but it's there for you, right? If you're doing Feisty Rabbit stuff and you happen to catch that and you get the combo, hooray for you. The combo is just a finicky little reward. We mentioned a couple of heat moves early on where forward 3 gets you a guaranteed follow-up and counter hit back 1 does the same. When you do these and you land it like that, you get a guaranteed do glide 2+1, which if you're already in heat mode, means these are combo starters. Right? You get a whole combo from that. When the character's already in heat mode, when you land either forward 3 or the counter hit on back 1. Those become heat mode only launchers. So that's it. Those are all of the moves that initiate full combos. If I happen to miss something that I didn't test or whatever, please leave a comment down below. I'm pretty sure I got them all, but you never know sometimes. I might have forgotten about this one weird circumstance or something. Who knows?